All right, today we're diving into a story that feels like it was pulled right out of an old folktale. It's a journey into a really mysterious inheritance, an ancient warning, and a lesson about what it truly means to guide someone. Let's get into it. So, the whole thing kicks off with this single, super cryptic rule found in an old leather-bound journal. This is an instruction that's been passed down from one lighthouse keeper to the next. It's an absolute command with zero explanation. And right away, you have to ask, but why, right? What on earth happens if you break that rule? This is the central question, the puzzle that our new keeper and, honestly, all of us have to try and solve. An instruction that specific just makes you wonder, what is so special about the Tuesday fog? So our story really begins here, with an inherited warning. This is where the weight of the past slams right into the uncertainty of the present. Okay, so picture this. A young man is stepping into his grandfather's shoes, becoming the new keeper of this remote lighthouse. But along with the keys to the place, he inherits this one very, very strange family tradition, tucked away in the pages of a dusty old logbook. And listen, this isn't just some casual suggestion. This is a ritual that's been followed without fail all the way back to 1947. For decades, every single Tuesday, the logbook has the exact same entry. Fog arrived, light remained off. You can just feel the immense pressure of all that history resting right on our new keeper's shoulders. But of course, this isn't just any Tuesday. Now we enter what I'm calling the living fog. On this day, something just feels off. The fog is late for one, and when it finally does roll in, it does more than just block the view. The keeper swears you can see it pulsing, almost like it's breathing as it wraps around the tower. The ordinary has suddenly become deeply uncanny. And then it starts. First, there's a sound, a low, almost musical hum. And that hum grows until it sounds like hundreds of voices all singing together in perfect harmony. Then he sees them. Through the mist, these tall, graceful shapes, shimmering with some kind of otherworldly light. Yeah, these are definitely not ships. And that sight leads him right to the heart of the mystery, and to a name he hasn't heard in years, the Whispers of the Helvervas. So, who are the Jalvas? Well, as the keeper is watching all this unfold, a memory just clicks into place. Old stories his grandmother used to tell him about water spirits. Spirits who could only cross over into our world when the conditions were absolutely perfect. He realizes he's watching a myth come to life. And in that moment, the entire scene just transforms. His fear, it just evaporates. And it's replaced by this incredible sense of awe. This isn't a threat. It's not a bunch of sailors in danger. It's something magnificent, a sacred, beautiful procession of spirits on a journey through his world. This brings us right to the critical moment, the climax of the story, a keeper's crucial choice. This is the battle right here. On one hand, you have his most basic instinct as a lighthouse keeper: shine a light, guide, help. He so desperately wants to light the way for these incredible beings. But then, on the other hand, he hears the voice of his grandfather, feels the weight of that unbroken tradition, all of it whispering that one single warning: the light must stay off. And, it's a powerful question to ask yourself. If you were in his shoes, seeing these otherworldly beings right in front of you, would you follow your gut and intervene? Or would you put your trust in a rule you don't fully understand? You can just imagine his hand hovering right over that switch. Every fiber of his being, his entire identity as a keeper is telling him to flip it. But in that critical moment, he pulls his hand back. He makes the incredibly difficult choice to trust the past, to honor the warning. And that decision leads us to the final and most profound lesson of the story: the wisdom of darkness. And here it is, the big revelation, the total paradigm shift. He realizes the purpose of his lighthouse on this one special day is not to shine at all. Its true function is to stay dark. It's a promise, not to guide the Jalvas to our world, but to respectfully let them pass through it, completely undisturbed. He finally gets it. The rule wasn't about some silly superstition or a forgotten danger. It was about respect. It was an act of profound wisdom, a recognition that some things in this world are just not for us to interfere with. This all culminates in the final entry he writes in the journal, a lesson that really captures his whole journey. It's a really powerful thought to end on, isn't it? That sometimes true guidance means stepping back, staying quiet, and just giving others the space they need to find their own way through the dark.